Greetings and salutations. Apologies for last time. I've been stumbling over my words a lot today, not just in videos, but in general. It's just one of those days. I think something's just making my throat itch a lot. So, we've got Witching Hour once more. Let's make some more potions. I don't know how many I'm going to need for the ending, because we do need them to cast all the spells we're doing right now. So, I don't really have many yellow, but considering yellow seem to be this chap, I think. I don't actually know. You're supposed to have a corresponding colour for each person, but... oh well. I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to go with pink. I'm going to go with red again. I'm just going to stock up on those. As long as I have like 5 or 6 of each of them by the end of this. I can always buy potions as well. It's Zero! I figured it out.
How?
To pass your Halloween exams?
Oh!
How to hug you? To hug me?
Yes! I'm sorry.
I don't follow.
Well...
I can't hug you. Whenever I try to do, I end up messing up your essence, right?
That's right.
Very annoying, too. Because I'm made of flesh and blood while you're a spirit of ether and magic. Taking you that long to figure it out, has it? Almost 180 years?
But...
Listen to this.
Well?
I'm all ears, for better or worse. What if I turn into a spirit of ether and magic too?
Good heavens.
The Halloween exams are difficult, but they're not lethal. You won't be facing any obstacles that could actually kill you, you know.
Oh!
I don't mean that.
I see.
Then you have lost me.
Can you teach me?
I mean, teach me a spell I can cast to transform the best matchmaker in Dimoea me into a poltergeist like you. That's not actually a terrible idea, come to think of it.
All right.
It could be pretty useful for your exams.
Yes!
Then there is a spell that will transport me into Then there is a spell that will transform me into a spooky spirit version of myself. My choice of words make him roll his eyes before continuing with his explanation. Almost. Insubstantiate will make your form ghost-like. You'll be able to walk through walls, turn invisible, and hover in midair just like any poltergeist. That sounds super cool. Teach me the spell, Zero!
Pay attention.
Alright, prepare yourself. I'm going to teach you how to cast Substantiate. New spell acquired. God, that is a word and a half to get your mouth around, I'll be honest.
Substantiate!
I was saying it right. Wonderful. It only took like 5 tries. I feel myself growing lighter, fainter. Ghostier? I can't find my balance. Whoa.
Careful!
Zero makes us if to lunge for me, but checks himself at the last moment.
So...
It's easy to lose your balance in ghost form, because you no longer have a center of gravity. In fact, gravity doesn't even apply to you anymore. Hover. Jason, hover. This takes a little getting used to, but you'll get the hang of it as I did.
Zero!
Hovering. Zero, look, I'm hovering.
Huh?
Oh, you're a surprisingly quick learner. What do you mean, surprisingly?
Well...
Wait a second. I'm a poltergeist now, aren't I?
Yes.
For the moment, Instantiate gives you a basic gives you a spirit's basic form for a fixed span of...
Right!
That means I can hug you at last. Unfortunately. While waiting for Zero to finish, I throw my arms around him gleefully. Oh.
You can't.
No way!
What's happening? It feels all cold and dizzy.
Now you know.
How I feel when you try to hug me.
Why?
Because...
Poltergeists are incapable of touching each other as living beings are incapable of touching us.
that means...
Touch requires physical contact, and we poltergeists have nothing physical to offer. I see.
Oh, now?
Don't look so crestfallen. Here, come with me. Zero starts drifting upwards. His head touches the roof and then disappears right through.
Hero!
Come with me.
Come along. Drawing in a deep breath, I concentrate on floating upwards.
Wow.
I'm floating.
Mm-hmm.
Steady, almost. It's easier to pass through the barriers for the first time if you close your eyes. Passing through the roof felt weird, like something went into me and out of me. That was there and not there at the same time. When I open my eyes again, the starry night spreads endlessly above, illuminated by the brilliant crescent moon.
Amazing.
In the past,
I loved to sit on the rooftops and watch the night go by a long, long time ago. Now I can get on the rooftops much more easily, but floating is not sitting, and sometimes I...
Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss?
What?
Well,
You miss, having a physical body? Zero tenses up and turns to me scornfully.
Huh?
Do I miss stubbing my toe? Do I miss tripping over branches and falling flat on my face? Do I miss having to climb flight after flight of stairs to get to the roof only to find the door locked and the key hidden away? Do you, Zero?
Mind your own business.
Yeah, that's like asking someone who's lost a hand or a foot if they miss it. That's on an extreme level. So, I've got spare potions. We need at least, I think, 3 or 4 spells for each person to potentially get their ending. Well, I've got like the second spell for everyone so far, so Scent of Blood. I think I've already got the Scent spell, but you know what, we'll have it anyway. Again, we have to at least 4 spells off these people.
5, 6.
I look around the empty shop. It's only minutes to dawn and without a customer in sight, we might be able to go home soon. I too am trying to be out of sight. Since there hasn't been anyone in here for hours, Camilla and I have been trying to entertain ourselves.
7, 8.
As quiet as I can, I shove myself into one of the empty barrels in the display window, careful to replace the lid over my head.
9, 10. Come on.
Come out, my dear, you can't possibly hope to hide from me. I press both hands over my mouth to silence the giggles that are bubbling in my chest. I am a master of hide and seek, the sneaky, unseen Jason Nightside. There's no way she'll be able to find me now. After all, who would think to looking at... The lid pops off my head within seconds. I look up to see Camilla grinning down at me with a smug look on her face.
Here you go.
There you are. That makes what? 45 wins for me, and for you, a paltry 0.
crab apples.
How? Just how?
Are you curious?
Little witch. She offers a hand to help me up, her voice a sing-song and teasing. I nod, brushing the dust from my clothes. Vampires can sense the warmth of blood nearby, particularly if we sampled it before. Mortals call the spell Scent of Blood.
What?
You've been cheating all these games then?
No!
Not cheating, I just have a natural advantage. Camilla gives me an impish grin. She's definitely cheating. So what else is that kind of magic good for other than hide and seek?
My dear.
Why, all sorts of things, my dear.
Oh,
It works on recent bloodshed for one. Even when a corpse has gone cold, I can still sense the approximate location and time of death through its residual warmth. I gave it her.
Oh.
So you can find murderers and stuff?
mhm.
I actually helped Herbie get out of a sticky situation with my ability. Mr. West, what happened?
Oh.
Oh, you know, wrong place, wrong time.
And so,
The guards had him handcuffed and were even ready to take him to jail for a murder in the alley next door. She casually points to the side of the shop, almost as if discussing where she found a lost animal. I feel a chill run down my spine at the realization. I used that alley to get to work.
but you know.
Herbie doesn't have a license to obtain stock in that manner, so a conviction would have been devastating.
But
But it turns out it was a particularly nasty competitor trying to frame him.
now,
The real culprit's blood was at the scene, so I was able to turn them in before Herbie was tried.
Amazing.
That's amazing, Camilla.
But
Are you sure it wasn't Mr. West?
well,
You know how stingy Herbie is. There's no way to risk his entire business for a few parts. If I know anything at all about that man, it's much how he cares about the store. I nod, slowly amazed by both her magical talents and her ability to solve what could have been a devastating blow to Mr. West and his business.
wow.
That's wild.
Can you teach me?
That sounds like a skill that could come in really handy. Do you think you could teach me how to do it too? I squat down and plead it over some good measure. Please, please, please. I don't know. It wouldn't make hide and seek any very fun anymore. Camilla rolls her head around her shoulders, disinterested in my cries, and I jump up with my arms outstretched at her and ready to object.
Well,
It's only fun to you because you're winning. Obviously.
come on. Well,
Will you teach me if I promise not to use it during hide and seek?
like...
Plus, next time anyone frames Mr. West, you can sit back and just order me to investigate? How does that sound?
Oh.
Ooh, good point, love.
Mm,
If you agree to be prudent as well, I might generously show you.
Mm.
I do not want to have to drag you out of trouble after all. I promise.
oh.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll teach you how to cast Scent of Blood. New spell acquired. Camilla spends the rest of our shift showing me... how to track blood through scent alone. It was time to try old Dimaway... it was time to give it the old Dimaway a try.
Scent of blood!
One good whiff causes my face to scrunch up and my tongue to roll out of my mouth in disgust. Yuck. I suppose that means it's working.
Don't you worry.
Worry not, you'll get used to it with practice, darling. So she says, but by the end of the night, I feel like it'll never leave my nose. However, it might just come in handy someday. Just hopefully not too soon. Lawrence drops the crate with a heavy thud and wipes his hands against each other, feeling accomplished yet unaware of my presence.
I think.
That's all the deliveries for today. Maybe I can finally nap. Larry! Lawrence turns swiftly to face me, his ears flattening against his hair.
Again.
Which, I told you 1,000 times, my name is...
I remember.
I know, it's Lawrence, right? I watch if his ears perk up again. Looks so soft, so fuzzy. Ooh.
But...
How do you expect me to call you by your name if you don't use mine? I guess you have a point. His ears twitch a little and droop as he looks away. Is that pout hiding behind his mask?
Right.
That's it. I can't hold myself any. Sorry. That's it. I can't hold myself back any longer. I'm so sorry. Sorry for what? Lawrence makes a noise somewhere between a whimper and a whine as I grab in a headlock and ruffle his ears to my heart's content. Discover you scratch behind him. His foot starts tapping, but then he grabs me by the shoulders and pulls me away before I can learn much more than that.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Your ears are just so unbelievably cute. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
You have to.
You can't just go around touching people like that. At least ask first.
Oh, you mean...
So you would have said yes if I? No! My ears aren't toys for foolish people to play with. My hearing is a lot more sensitive than yours. Every tap is an echo that reverberates in my head.
Oh...
I can't even imagine what that must be like. If I teach you, will you leave me be? Teach me, teach me.
Wow.
Oh gosh, you're going to show me how to have super cute puppy ears?
No.
Pumpkinhead, I'll teach you what big ears. A spell to improve your hearing.
Well...
I suppose that could be useful too?
Right.
They're all the better to hear you with, my dear, am I right? I wink playfully at him and he thumps his palm against his forehead. You're so... Anyway, pay attention. This is how you cast What Big Ears. New spell acquired.
What big ears!
I didn't think it was possible to improve your hearing for a few easy steps. A few simple gestures, magic words, everything is a lot more focused. Oh god, don't make me say that word! Oh, to Larry, do you know, a compliment. Basically, hearing doctors would hate us.
That should do it.
Ah. That should have worked. Tell me what you hear. I hear beetles crawling around in the grass. The crows flapping their wings above us.
Good.
Anything else?
Well...
There's glasses clinking in a cafe down the street from here, and something is growling really close by. It isn't you, is it?
No.
But I don't hear a thing. Lawrence watches the areas around us carefully, alert and ready for action. Seems to be taking this seriously. I hear the growl again, and without doubt it's coming from Lawrence.
Well...
Are you sure it isn't you?
Of course not.
Go back home, the lesson is over.
But...
Lawrence?
Watch yourself.
Might be unsafe. Which that can't use many spells won't be able to defend themselves. Folds his arm and nods affirmatively his own deductions.
I'll do it.
I'll look into that weird noise by myself. Alright. Lawrence turns to leave. I hear the growl again as he dashes into the woods. That's when I suddenly realised that was his stomach, wasn't it? Hey, Lawrence, it's okay. Maybe we'll bring a box of treats or dog bone next time. There we go, and one down. 2 new spells, I think. Yeah, that was 2 new spells. That was a pretty productive day.